Hey guys, Silverjack here. I just want to do a little video response kind of thing or just talk about Duane and the latest like series of videos he's been doing attacking Bitcoin. I don't know why he is doing them. At first I thought that he was just doing it because he was actually concerned that people were getting involved with it and he wanted to help people. But he's been spreading a lot of misinformation about it, like things like that. It's a Ponzi scheme, that the CIA invented it, that that it flash crashed to zero, that early adopters are in a big conspiracy to make money, that mining is totally unprofitable, will burn out your computer, and all these like like Bitcoin 101 errors, So about what Bitcoin is all about. I went on to his video comment sections and tried to argue with those things in a very polite and respectful way. I don't go on there and call names or anything like that or add a lot of snark. Although he claims that nobody is presenting him with any information that's counter to what his conclusions are about Bitcoin, that they're just calling him names and stuff, and that's not true. He is censoring people's comments. He has blocked me. He's deleted my comments. I tried to explain it's not a Ponzi scheme. People at the top do benefit. It's not just the people at the bottom, and that those people probably would have already cashed out if they were really just running a Ponzi scheme. I don't even know what his point is, because I don't think people are buying it as an alternative to silver. I mean, I'm certainly not. I think I have maybe a total of 8 Bitcoins or something that I play with. I've bought quite a few things with Bitcoin. I bought a year's worth of anonymous VPN service from a company with Bitcoin, which I thought was cool because Bitcoin, counter to what Chris is saying, is for the most part anonymous, unless there's a way to tie you to your Bitcoin address. You're anonymous, so you can do. There's some speculation about traffic analysis that could be done, some things like that, to figure out who you are, and I'm sure all those things are true. But I think if you're careful and you use Bitcoin as it's intended, that it is for the most part anonymous. Nobody ever said that it was completely anonymous, like Chris says. But anyway, other things like that the CIA created are just obviously false. And he made a whole video about that, and his only evidence is that Gavin Anderson, who's the lead developer right now of Bitcoin, the project, went and did a presentation at a emerging technologies conference sponsored by the CIA. He was very upfront about it. He was open about it. He told everybody about it. I think that if the CIA were really all behind Bitcoin, that there'd be no reason for him to come out and say that he's going to do that. One thing that I don't think Chris gets is that Bitcoin is an open source project. So that means that other people can actually look through the source code and find backdoors and find problems with the cryptography. I'm not a cryptography master or expert, although I do know quite a bit about it, and I do use it. But there are people out there who have really gone through it with a fine-tooth comb, and it kind of doesn't matter if the CIA did invent it. It's like Brother John F. says, if the Catholic Church invented the printing press, well, okay, fine, but you know what? Cat's out of the bag, and you can't really put it back in. So this is something here to stay, and it's interesting. I don't think it's a great store of value or investment or what have you. I think it's risky. I think it's I do it mostly to learn about it, and I enjoy it, and I think it's one of the closest things to an alternative currency that we have. And I'd like to know what alternative currency that Chris supports, because he says he supports them, and I think Bitcoin's kind of the closest thing to an alternative currency that exists right now. I mean, that's viable to use and doesn't have some of the problems that our central bank issued fiat money has. So what does he support? Does he support Norfed? That's silver, right? Does he support that kind of system? Well, you put the dollar sign on a silver coin and call it a dollar, and the Secret Service is going to be all over that. And we know what happened to Van Nothouse. He's probably going to go to jail. So, does he support that kind? What does he support? Ithaca dollars, or Berkeley hours, or those kind of script currencies that don't really that aren't very good transfer of value. I mean, like surgeons, they're based on $1. Based on an hour's worth of labor. And so the idea is that a surgeon that makes 100, 500,000 a year or whatever it would be fair for him to trade an hour of his work for a window washer's hour. And so again, it's like centrally organized. It's somebody sets the price, somebody issues them. They're easy to counterfeit. All this, it's just. I mean, does he support that? Is that what he means? I think those things are pretty much, failure. Maybe if we go back to an agrarian society, or the economy explodes, that'll be a good temporary currency situation. I don't know, but I think that silver is for the common average guy who I can't afford gold. I think silver is the best bet. And for store of value, I can't go and take this and buy VPN service with it. I can't go buy electronics with it. I can't go buy groceries with it. I can't go buy a pizza with it. But I can go buy all of those things with Bitcoin. So, store your value in something like this. Maybe use this if it suits you and it's going to work out. Or not. Let the market decide. But anyway, it just kind of pisses me off that he's been, saying that spreading this misinformation, saying that that I'm a troll or whatever, and I guess he called me a rumor monger because I questioned. He said that there was this concerted effort to get him to go on board with Bitcoin. That all these bloggers were solicited and stuff. And so I just asked him, well, who was it? Because I was thinking maybe somebody did piss him off, and maybe who tried to recruit you, and he didn't like that. So he said I was being dismissive in a rumor monger. So, and then he blocked me, and he's deleted all my comments, and he's blocked me from commenting even on that one, which I think is kind of unfair, because I mean, the thing is, if you're going to start a big public conversation bashing Bitcoin and give all your reasons why, it's kind of not fair to not let anybody with a alternative point of view speak on your channel. So whatever, okay, but anyway, I guess that's all I had to say. I just I don't know. Again, I think watch Brother John F's video debunking the Ponzi scheme thing. Again, it's Bitcoin 101. There's even it's even in the Bitcoin FAQ about it being a Ponzi scheme. It's not. Anyway, so I just kind of pissed at Chris, and it kind of sucks because I am a supporter. I do believe in a lot of what he's doing, and I have bought a lot of his medallions, although I'm still waiting for them. So yeah, it kind of pisses me off a little bit that he's acting this way, and so I wonder what is his motivation? Why is he attacking Bitcoin so hard? Is it? I didn't think there was any ulterior motive, but now I'm starting to think maybe there is. It's kind of like the lady doth protest too much, maybe he does want to get people buying his medallions more. Maybe the Bitcoin right now is taking something away. I don't know, but I don't understand what's behind his behavior, or So, I know he'd probably like to sell a lot of, or at least that mint that he's working with would like to sell a lot of slave queen proofs at the reasonable $15, $14 or whatever it is above spot. That's obviously he's trying to get people to buy into this numismatic play with those coins. So it's not just like he's selling silver at just a little tiny amount over spot. I think these are beautiful coins. They're great. They're excellent, and you should pay a little bit more for them. But I think it's disingenuous to say that there's not that it's just simply that there's no business here. So, but anyway, that's all I have. So, Silverjack out.